something different here, and it just wasn't working, man. Anyway, let's do this now. Here we go. Ta-da. Go trying to get that where I want it. There we go. Excuse me while I play with my angle. That sounded dirty, Tom. I'm playing with myself. I'm playing with my angle. Anyway, I'm trying to get that where I want it. I can't seem to get it where I want it, man. And I'm trying not to move my cat over here because she has claimed this part of the love seat.
She does not share.
I guess they don't call them love seats anymore. We're somewhere at a furniture store. They call it a small sofa or something. Anyway, I don't know. I'm old. We called it a love seat back in my day. Anyway, hey, I want to do 2 IPA. That's bull. Get that focus quite right. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, never mind. I was trying to set this up on my computer, but I couldn't get the webcam wasn't working for some reason. So anyway, screw it, because this the tablet doesn't allow me to invite people in, so I was kind of bummed about that. But anyway, I don't know what the difference is. I don't have that kind of technological savvy. Anyway. Oh, Large is purring over here. So anyway, yeah, what I was trying to get at was I've got 2 IPAs. I've got the Mother's Little Help Springfield, excuse me, Missouri, and then I have the Dogfish Head 60-minute India Pale Ale, are continually up, super fantastic, East Coast style. Brewed with Northwest hops. Anyway, so the point was they call this a Midwest Coast IPA. Mother's does. They call hers East Coast. I'm not trying to see which one is better. I just want to compare the differences. Savvy? Anyway, I'm sounding like Jack Sparrow for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I said savvy, but I did. You ain't Jack Sparrow, you fat ass. Anyway, I'm gonna pour this beer. It's been a long week for me, man. I'm still a few days away from a day off, but I can't sleep in a little longer tomorrow, so I thought I'd have me a couple beers. I'm probably just 2 this evening. There we go. Let me get that in there. Oh my goodness! Look at my girl go.
She's thinking about getting.
You want to get on camera, don't you, sugar lump? Gonna move things around so you can. Let me get back in this spot and get you right here. There we go. That's my big girl. She's been a little under the weather. Oops, and I'm trying not to knock stuff down, but I'm about to. Anyway, now you can see the dead plants over here. Got the arms are dying. I just remember y'all ever watch a Welcome Back Cotter every time they introduce Horseshack. It's a Horseshack. It's an old and respected name. It means the cattle are dying. Anyway, just came to me at that moment. Anyway, I'm gonna look, see how that pours. I call it a light golden. I don't know what you'd call it. They say citrusy, so I mean Northwest hops. That's pretty much what's going to give you. I really typically you get one more grapefruit. I feel like I'm getting more orange on the nose here than anything else. Yeah, I don't see where they have when I use the webcam, it shows me how to, you can invite people, but I don't guess this has that kind of capability, and I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know how, man. Anyways, I'm just confused, man. Anyways, boy, I am punchy. I didn't have lunch, and I'm going to have these 2 beers before I had dinner. Oh, yeah, but that was a long time ago. I did have lunch. That's true. Never mind. See, I'm getting a little punchy. But it's been 6 hours. 6.5. Anyway, orange. You get a lot of orange. You do get some grapefruit. It's very pungent, though. It's a very pungent IPA. I like it. I've heard some say that, when they've had it recently, it didn't kind of compare to what they remember. I think that happens with a lot of beers. I don't think it's so much that the beer has changed. I think it's more that craft beer has changed. All of us have had a lot of beer since when we had a beer, any beer for the first time. When we go back to it, and say, oh, that doesn't wow me as much as it did. That's because you've had other beers during that process and have been able to experience different things. I'm trying to get comfortable, but it just ain't working for me. There we go. It just ain't working. Come on, baby, you want to get on camera? Here's my girl. Yeah, we're just trying to get her back to health. She started losing a lot of weight. We're not sure what happened, but now she's starting to eat good again. Of course, she kind of likes being babied, like as you can see. There's my girl. She's trying to get you want to drink a beer, baby. Oh, see. Oh, she's giving me kisses.
Oh,
Oh, that's my girl. This is Large the cat. Say hi, Large the cat. Tell him hi, Large. Oh, that's my girl. Anyway, my wife's still jealous. She thinks I love the cat more than her.
I'm not jealous.
Do I love the cat more? Do I love you more than Mama?
Mm-hmm.
You get babied a little more, baby. Anyways, cheers. Let's have a drink, shall we?
She's more vindictive than I am.
She is. She's very jealous. You're very jealous, aren't you? She doesn't even like me talking to the other cats. Anyways, it's nice though. I gotta say, I don't know. I don't really have a ranking. I don't know how people can do that. To be honest with you, we'll rank them 1 to 10. I don't know. I mean, they're all good in their own way. I don't like to put a ranking on anything. It's not how I do things. I like to enjoy everything for what they are. Damn you communist! Anyway. Damn you communist bastard. Anyway, oh, there's my girl. She's trying to give me kisses. So yeah, orange. You're gonna find some grapefruit. I actually feel right there. I felt like I was getting some lemon peel. I feel like there's some stone fruit there in the middle. It's just nice. It's a good beer. It's a good drinking IPA. Here's the thing though. It doesn't feel like I think the reason a lot of younger craft beer drinkers aren't as in love with it because they had those other beers first, whereas older guys had this first and then the others. This really isn't a hop juice IPA. There is certainly more balance. That's something a lot of us older guys like is, some balance. We don't want to just taste like hop juice with no malt. This kind of gives you, it's a nice, well put together, very well crafted IPA. So there you go. Cheese biscuits. Decided not to turn my music on today because, I guess it is distracting for some folks. Well, I just leave the music off. It takes me a little longer to get things going. It takes me a little longer to get this set up than I thought because I originally tried to do it on my webcam on a computer, but it just wasn't going to work for me. Screw it. I'll just, oh, she wants to get it. There you go. You big ham.
She hasn't done that all the time.
Oh, she's up here purring loud too. There's my girl. There you go. See, show them how pretty you are. Anyway, well, I don't know if it's a funny story or not, but it's a story. We never had cats growing up. My dad hated cats, and my brother, my youngest brother, and I, we were, like our dad. We never wanted cats. We always wanted dogs. And now both of us have become cat people. We're really not sure how that happened. But now neither one of us can live without the cats that we have. We've got 3. I think he's got 5 now. But we talk about that too. We just don't know what happened. We don't know how we became cat people. But for some reason, cats love us. And we always didn't like cats. And in fact, at one point, my brother had a bumper sticker on his car that says, "I love cats, dead ones." And now now he's got I don't know, he's got somewhere between 3 to 5. I don't remember now exactly, but anyway. But now these cats, I don't know how I became a cat whisperer, but even when I go to other people's houses, cats are drawn to me for some reason. I just don't know why. But I have the same thing with dogs too. Dogs love me as well, but I don't know. There is something about cats. I always love the loyalty of a dog. A dog will, a dog is there. A dog is your companion. Cats are a little more free-spirited. But then again, you have cats like these that just want to snuggle. And you can they're not quite the maintenance, to be honest with you, other than dealing with the litter box. If something comes up, you can leave a cat for 2 or 3 days and not worry. uh, as long as you put enough food, and we just leave a couple extra litter boxes and food around. A cat's gonna be okay, but you can't do that with a dog. Oh yeah, I know. Boy, she's purring. Oh,
Okay.
wife asked me for my password, so I'm live, so I'm giving everybody that can hear me whisper the password to my computer. If you happen to find my computer, now you know the damn password. Anyways, I digress. Anyways, nobody cares, Tom. Nobody wants in your shit. You don't know anything. Anybody got a knot in my necklace that was bugging me, and I was trying to get it out there. I really like this chain when I first bought it, but now it's kinking up on me. It's really bugging the snot out of me. I gotta tell you.
Any capitals?
No. So anyway, I kind of got off track there. This is a nice, but that's what we do at the Beer Whisper Pub, man. We talk about the beer, but we have a conversation. I just wish there was a way to invite people in on this particular app, but I haven't figured it out. So if anybody watching is smarter than I am and knows how to do it, let me know, will you? Because I'm pretty freaking clueless. Anyways, I digress, man. I know people can tune in and leave comments. I've got it set to do that, and I've had that happen before. But on, when I do it on the webcam, I can invite people in. I can't figure out how to do that on this, or I don't know. It may not be possible. It just bugs me, man. It bothers me a little bit. Anyways, I digress. I do like the bright citrus notes and the way it finishes. It's very crisp. Again, for me, orange is a dominant. You're going to find some grapefruit. You're going to find some other things. I actually feel like I get a little lemon peel too. But it just has a very nice finish. Again, it's very pungent. It's aromatic. I just think it's done well. But it is a more well-balanced IPA than a lot of younger craft beer drinkers like. They want that lighter bodied hop juice. This is a nice put together IPA. So there you go. And I'm going to go from the East Coast to the West Coast, or the Midwest Coast, I should say, and kind of compare the two. So I'm going to knock this back and open the mother's little bird. So I decided to do these in the order. Oh, you don't have to move, baby. In the order I did them was because the Mother's is a little higher ABV. 6% on the 60-minute. The Mother's is 7. Oh, 770 IBUs, I believe, although they don't put the IBUs on the bottle anymore. They used to. They've changed their labels. They've changed their labels several times over the years, and I kind of like that, actually. Using my 4 hands glass. I really like this glass. It's a personal favorite. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to change props here. Let me get that over there where you can see it. All right. All right. Let me show that to you. So it's a similar color than I should have saved a little bit to compare them, but it is just a slight haze. It's not quite as clear as the 60-minute. I'm going to call that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like an apricot-like color. I don't know if they give me any. They've changed their bottles. They used to give more information, but they don't anymore. Citrus and tropical fruit hop flavors balanced by subtle malty sweetness. So there you go. I will say that I don't know this for a fact, but I think they've changed it this year because it feels different than it did the year before when I had it. It felt more malty, and it felt like the body was lighter, and it was fruitier. It's fruity. It's a fruity hack. Anyway, my nose is a little stuffy, so bear with me. So yeah, it is a very fruity nose, much like the 60 minute, but different. I mean, different aromas. Whereas you got more citrus on the 60 minute. Here you have a combination of tropical fruit and the citrus. Feel like I'm getting a mix of pineapple. You might get mango. You might feel passion fruit, orange, grapefruit. I don't know. It's kind of light for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, you do have a little. Oh, yeah, there we go. It has a little more sting on the back end in the 60 minute, hop wise, if that makes sense to anybody out there. But damn, this thing is just about to irritate the piss out of me. I gotta tell you, I had it fixed where it quit kinking up on me, and now it's kinking up on me again. It's just frustrating me to no end. Uh, Stuff like that just really gets my OCD going, which gets my Tourette's going, and I start fixating on certain things, and I start twitching like a madman. Next thing you know, anyways, oh, there she comes again. There's my girl. Sorry, I just got to scratch my nose. I apologize, guys. Oh, there's my girl. Yeah, who loves you? Anyways, got distracted by the cat. Uh, Sometimes it'll happen in a bar, though. If we're in a pub together, we'll be sitting there, and a woman will come up and interrupt your discussion. It's never happened to me personally, but I've seen it happen to other people. Before I got married, I couldn't get laid in a prison with a handful of parts, women's prison with a handful of parts. I had no game, man. I still can't figure out. My wife said yes. Anyways, I digress. They say on the bottle, tropical fruit notes, profile citrus, tropical fruit flavors, balance. Yeah, but I also feel like I'm getting some floral notes on the notes that they don't mention. That could be just me, but yeah, you certainly get a nice mix of citrus and tropical fruit. Absolutely. I like the way it really dries up. Oh my goodness, she's giving me a. It really dries up on the palate in the finish. That I kind of like about this one personally. It's one reason I've always loved this particular IPA. I think Mothers is doing some damn fine stuff. I'm kind of surprised that they're not getting medals at the Great American Beer Festival, but hell, who knows? Uh, the dominance. I get the pineapple first, to be honest with you, but then I'm feeling some orange. Grapefruit is in there, but it feels very light. I feel like I'm getting some stone fruit, and, to put a finer point on it, some apricot in the middle there. It's good. It's very good. I like it. Which one do I like better? Which one do you like better, Tom? Tell us, because we're beer geeks and we have to rank shit. I don't like one better than the other. They're both good for what they're really two different IPAs. So that's why I hate rankings, because they just don't make sense. Especially when you see IPA rankings and they're ranking both IPAs and double IPAs. You have two respectively different styles. A double IPA is not the same style as an IPA. So you can't put them in the same poll, man. It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, I like them both. I'm not going to pick a winner because there isn't one. Which one I would want really depends on what mood I'm in at the time. If you're looking for more balance, I'm going to say go with the 60 minute. If you're looking for more of a hot bite, I'd go with a little helper. But both are worth picking up, and both are a buy again for me. The Beer Whisperer. Anyways, I digress. If anybody gives a rat's ass. No, I'm not cynical. I'm just a realist. Anyways, I digress. So there you go. I am John the Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, beloved beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom. You want to say something before I sign off? You want to talk to the people? She's got nothing to add. Cheese biscuits. An all around good guy. Remember, folks, life is serious. Beer should be. Just relax and take her easy.